Welcome back, dear children. Hope you all are fine.
Students, what we learned in the previous class, do you remember?
Yes, in between the speech, Malala spoke for women's rights and girls' education. So, shall we go through the rest of the speech delivered by Malala? Okay, let's go.
Students, all of you take page number 63. I will give you a model reading of this paragraph and you have to listen carefully and find out the difficult words. Dear sisters and brothers, now it's time to speak up. We call upon the world leaders that all the peace deals must protect women and children's rights. A deal that goes against the dignity of women and their rights is unacceptable. We call upon all governments to ensure free, compulsory education for every child all over the world. We call upon all governments to fight against terrorism and violence to protect children from brutality and harm. We call upon the developed nations to support the expansion of educational opportunities for girls in the developing world. Students, did you identify any difficult words? Okay, so shall we discuss that? Dignity means honor. Unacceptable, not satisfactory. Compulsory means necessary or mandatory. Brutality, cruelty. Harm means hurt or injure. Expansion, growth. Now I'll explain it in detail. Here, Malala addressed the audience as sisters and brothers and make them remember that it's time to speak for the rights. Malala emphasized that she will request the world leaders that all the peace deals must protect the rights of women and children, and she added that anything that goes against their rights is unacceptable. Malala encouraged the people gathered there to call upon governments to ensure free and compulsory education for every child in this world and to fight against the atrocities and violence to protect children. She also said people to request the developed nations to give educational opportunities for girls. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph. Am I right? So shall we move on to the next paragraph? So I'll give you a model reading and you all listen carefully and find out difficult words. We call upon all communities to be tolerant, to reject prejudices based on caste, creed, religion, or gender, to ensure freedom and equality for women so that they can flourish. We cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. We call upon our sisters around the world to be brave, to embrace the strength within themselves and realize their full potential. Students, now shall we go through the new words and their meanings? Community, a social group. Tolerate means patience. Reject means deny. Prejudices, prejudgments. Creed means a system of religious belief. Gender means either male or female. Flourish means to grow, to develop. Brave, to show courage. Embrace, to hold. Potential, capacity. Students, now I'll explain this paragraph. Malala said the people gathered there to request all communities to be tolerant by avoiding the prejudgments on the basis of caste, creed, religion, or gender in order to ensure freedom and equality for women empowerment. Then she added that all should stand together to achieve that goal. Then she said them to call upon the sisters all over the world to show courage to realize their strength and potential. Students, did you understand this paragraph? Now shall we move on to the next paragraph? Students, I'll read this paragraph. Listen attentively and find out difficult words. Dear brothers and sisters, we want schools and education for every child's bright future.
We will continue our journey to our destination of peace and education for everyone. No one can stop us. We will speak for our rights and we will bring change through our voice. We must believe in the power and the strength of our words. Our words can change the world because we are all together united for the cause of education. And if we want to achieve our goal, then let's empower ourselves with the weapon of knowledge and let us shield ourselves with unity and togetherness. Students, hope you all identify the difficult words. Am I right? So, shall we discuss that? Destination means aim. Empower, to give power to do something. Shield, to cover or to guard. Unity, harmony or the state of being united. Students, now I will give you the explanation of this paragraph. All of you listen carefully. In her speech, Malala said that schools and education is necessary for children's bright future. And she said them to continue their journey to achieve the destination of peace and education. In her speech, Malala gave encouragement to the people by telling that we will bring change in this world through our voice and we will speak for our rights. Then she advised people that we must believe in the power and strength of our words because our word can change the world. She gave an information that when we are united, we can achieve our goals of education and rights. Then she told them to strengthen ourselves with knowledge because knowledge is the greatest weapon to empower ourselves. After that, Malala said about the necessity of unity and togetherness. Students, this is the explanation of this paragraph. Students, now we will go to the last part of the speech. Let's go. Students, be ready to find out the difficult words when I am reading this paragraph. Dear brothers and sisters, we must not forget that millions of people are suffering from poverty, injustice, and ignorance. We must not forget that millions of children are out of schools. We must not forget that our sisters and brothers are waiting for a bright, peaceful future. So let's wage a global struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism, and let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. Now let's go through the new words and their meanings. Okay, I'll read it. Poverty, the state of being extremely poor. Global, worldwide. Struggle, to fight. Illiteracy means the inability to read and write. Hope you all understood the meanings. Now it's time for the explanation. All of you listen attentively. Here, Malala made them remember about the millions of people who are suffering from poverty, injustice, lack of knowledge. Then she made them remember about the children who didn't get an opportunity to go to school, and about the people who are waiting for a peaceful future. As a conclusion of her speech, Malala asked everyone to come forward and to conduct a global struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism. Then she said them to take books and pens because she considered them as the most powerful weapons. Then she said a quote that one child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Malala concluded by announcing that education is the only solution to change this world. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph and hope you all enjoyed this chapter. It's very informative, right? So, we have to do some activities in the next class. So, all of you read the text thoroughly, and in the next class, we will discuss the activities. Thank you, dear children.